Lately, your person has been sensing a distinct change in your energy. Something about you feels different, more magnetic, more powerful. They find themselves incredibly drawn to you in ways they hadn't fully grasped before. This time around, there's an almost irresistible aura surrounding you, one that they can't ignore. You've become alluring in a way that goes far beyond physical attraction. It's as if your transformation has unlocked something within them, a longing, a pull, a realization that you are unlike anyone they've ever known. They find themselves reminiscing about the connection you once shared and feel a deep urge to win back your trust and rekindle that special bond. But beneath their desire lies tension and uncertainty. They can sense that things have changed, that you no longer view them through the same lens. There's a worry within them, a growing fear that your trust in them has faded, or perhaps vanished altogether. They're unsure whether you're still emotionally open to them or if you've moved on entirely. This uncertainty weighs heavily on them because, despite the current silence between you, they still feel deeply connected to you. They think about you more than they'd like to admit and often wonder if you're also picking up on the unspoken energy that still exists between you both. One thing that has struck them the most is how much you've matured. You're not the same person they remember, you've evolved. There's a new depth to you, a quiet confidence that radiates strength and self-assurance. You've outgrown the emotional cycles and low vibrational patterns that once kept you stuck. You're no longer available for drama, inconsistency, or anything that drains your energy. You've stepped into your power, embraced your authenticity, and started honoring your own worth unapologetically. And as much as they may feel conflicted about it, this change has only made you more attractive in their eyes. From a distance, they see your growth and it both inspires and intimidates them. Your positivity, your self-respect, and the boundaries you've created have shifted the dynamic. Where they may have once taken your presence for granted, they now see you as someone who cannot be easily replaced or forgotten. Your energy lingers in their mind, and they can't help but compare others to you, yet no one measures up. You are their ultimate match, and they are slowly beginning to realize that. Even though the two of you may not be in communication at the moment, the energetic bond between you hasn't disappeared. In fact, it's stronger than ever. There's a silent understanding, a mutual sense of admiration and spiritual support that continues to pass between you. Whether it's through dreams, random thoughts, or emotional waves that come out of nowhere, your energies are still in sync on some level. You might not speak, but your souls still feel each other. Your person wants to bridge the gap. They want to break the silence and reach out, to clear the misunderstandings, and bring light to what's been left unsaid. They're considering sending a message or finding a way to open up a line of communication because the silence has become unbearable. They feel like they've waited long enough, and yet they know that if they do come forward, it has to be with honesty, humility, and the willingness to take accountability for the past. They can no longer hide behind ego or fear. One thing is certain, they don't see a future with anyone else. In their eyes, you are the person they were meant to find. No matter how much time passes, or how far apart you may be physically or emotionally, no one else captures their heart or their soul the way you do. And it's becoming clearer to them each day that their feelings haven't faded, they've deepened. What's most remarkable is how your own evolution has shifted the way they see you. When you stepped back from the connection, when you stopped chasing or trying to prove your worth, when you began embracing your true self, that's when their perception of you changed the most. Your strength, your light, your authenticity, and your willingness to walk away from anything that no longer aligned with your higher self made them respect you more than ever before. You stopped dimming your light for anyone, and now that you've reclaimed your power, you shine brighter than they ever imagined. In truth, your person is captivated by this new version of you. They are both inspired and challenged by your transformation. While fear and regret linger within them, there's also hope. Hope that it's not too late. Hope that maybe, just maybe, the connection between you can be revived, not from a place of old patterns, but from a place of maturity, mutual respect, and deep emotional truth. They know the path forward won't be easy. They know trust must be rebuilt slowly and steadily. But more than anything, they want the chance to show up differently, to meet you where you are now, not where you used to be. Because the person you've become is not only someone they love but someone they deeply admire. And if given the chance, they're ready to fight for this connection, for you. I know that right now your mind might be telling you that you don't want to hear from me. Maybe you've even convinced yourself that shutting me out is the best way to protect your peace, to move forward, or to find closure. And I understand that, I really do. But despite all that your mind is telling you, I believe your heart is still quietly searching. It's looking for a sign, however small, that I still think about you, that I still care, and that I haven't just disappeared emotionally or spiritually from your life. So let me be honest with you. Let me give you the answer that your heart may not dare to say aloud but is still yearning to know. Yes, love, I am still here for you. More than that, I never really left. Not in the way that matters. My presence may have been distant, quiet, or even confusing at times, but the connection I feel toward you hasn't faded. If anything, it's grown stronger in this space between us. No one else has ever made me feel the way you did. My heart hasn't found a home anywhere else. I've tried to bury myself in distractions, work, social gatherings, conversations, but no matter where I go or what I do, thoughts of you find me. They cling to the corners of my mind and the edges of my soul. You are the one person who never leaves my thoughts, even when everything around me is loud and demanding. It's like my entire being is quietly, persistently, and completely fixated on you. I'm tired of running. Truly, I am. I'm exhausted from pretending that I'm okay, from convincing myself that I've moved on, or that I should move on. All I want is peace. But not the kind that comes from silence or distance. I want the kind of peace that only comes from reconciliation with you, from healing, understanding, and finally letting down the walls that life and mistakes have built between us. At one point, I believed I could move forward without you. I told myself that time would ease the ache, that new people or new experiences would dull the intensity of what I felt for you. But that was a lie I tried to believe because the truth was too painful to face. I can't move on without you. I don't want to. Not because I'm weak or incapable of being alone, but because my heart still belongs with you. No one else makes me feel the way you do. No one else even comes close. I know the waiting can be unbearable at times. I know it tests patience and sometimes breeds frustration or doubt. There are days when it feels like we're stuck in a loop of uncertainty, unsure of whether we're moving closer to each other or further apart. But even in that frustration, even in the most painful, silent stretches, I've chosen not to give up on you. My love for you isn't something I can switch off. It's not conditional on time, distance, or ease. It's real, and it's enduring. And for that, I'm willing to wait. Still, I know that I've made mistakes that may have shaken your trust, clouded your vision, or made you question everything between us. My actions, or maybe my lack of clarity, put you in a place of doubt and inner conflict. And for that, I am truly sorry. But I'm asking you, with as much sincerity as I can express, try to look beyond the confusion. Try to see past the fear, the assumptions, or whatever illusions may be distorting the truth of what we share. If you quiet your mind, even just for a moment, and let your heart speak, I believe it will tell you what mine already knows, that I adore you. Deeply. Fully. Without reservation. My love for you is not just a memory or a feeling from the past, it is alive. It breathes in me every day. And it's longing for a future that includes you. I'm not reaching out to reopen old wounds or stir up pain. I'm not here to pressure you or ask for more than you're ready to give. I just want you to know that I'm still here. That my heart hasn't moved on. That my love for you has not faded with time, it has only become more certain, more grounded, and more true. And if there's even a small part of you that still wonders whether we could find our way back to each other, if there's even a flicker of hope in your heart, then I want you to know that I see it, and I hold space for it. I'm not giving up on us. I never have. No matter how long it takes, I'll be here, patient, hopeful, and loving you still. Your partner longs to be with you, not just emotionally, but physically, spiritually, and in every meaningful way. They want to share their life with you, to create a space where you both feel safe, understood, and deeply connected. Their heart is full of a genuine desire to protect you, to stand beside you through both calm and storm, and to choose peace over pain every single time. They are tired of distance, tired of wondering, and tired of carrying the weight of unspoken emotions. What they crave now is closeness, authentic, vulnerable, heart-to-heart closeness that transcends all misunderstandings and illusions. There's a growing desperation within them, not one of fear or chaos, but of sincere urgency. They believe the time has come for you both to truly see one another, to remove the masks, release the past, and open up fully. They no longer want a surface-level connection. They want depth. They want truth. They want the kind of bond that is built on mutual understanding, emotional transparency, and trust. Your partner yearns for real conversations, for shared silence that speaks louder than words, and for the sacred intimacy that only two souls meant for each other can understand. This separation, whether physical or emotional, has been incredibly painful for them. It's not something they can continue to carry with indifference. The distance has become a heavy ache in their heart, and they feel it more with each passing day. The more they sit with their thoughts, the clearer it becomes. They want you close, not tomorrow, not someday, but now. They feel emotionally pulled toward you with a strength that cannot be ignored any longer. The idea of continuing life without deep emotional closeness to you is becoming unbearable. Your partner holds you in the highest regard. They think of you constantly, not just with affection, but with profound admiration. In their eyes, you embody the energy of a high priestess, wise, intuitive, graceful, and powerful in ways that words can hardly describe. You possess a presence that is both comforting and mysterious. You are someone they respect deeply, not just for how you carry yourself, but for how you love, how you heal, and how you inspire. To them, you are more than just a romantic interest, you are a guiding light, a divine counterpart, and a rare soul whose presence has changed their world. They are holding on to this connection with all their strength, unwilling to let go even for a second. There is something sacred about the bond you share, something they can't explain, but know to be real. Since you came into their life, everything has begun to shift. Their perspective on love, purpose, and even their own identity has transformed. You've awakened parts of them they didn't know existed. You've stirred emotions they thought they had buried long ago. And most of all, you've helped them believe in something beautiful again. They feel incredibly fortunate to have crossed paths with you in this lifetime. Out of all the souls they could have met, it was you. And that feels nothing short of miraculous to them. They often think about the timing of your connection, the synchronicities, the way your energies seem to align even when things feel uncertain. It's as though the universe conspired to bring you together, and now, they don't want to take that gift for granted. This isn't just love for them, it's destiny. It's purpose. It's home. They are no longer willing to live without clarity. They are no longer willing to wander through life pretending they don't feel what they feel. The confusion, the fear, the emotional distance, it's all becoming too much. They are done being lost without you. They see the future clearly now, and it includes you in every part of it. They envision building something lasting, something rooted in mutual respect, understanding, and deep emotional connection. This isn't just about being together, it's about building a life, side by side. And with that vision comes intention. Your partner is not just hoping things will magically work out, they are coming in with a full plan of action. They are ready to communicate, to initiate, to show up for this relationship in a way they may not have been able to before. They understand that love requires effort, and they are willing to give that and more. Every step they are preparing to take now is guided by the love they feel for you and the clarity they've gained in your absence. In their heart, they are already reaching out, wanting to close the gap, wanting to be seen, and above all, wanting to see you. Because beneath everything, beneath the desire, the longing, the transformation, is a simple but powerful truth: they love you. And they're ready to show it, not just in words, but in presence, commitment, and action.